In the papers, our international press view today is with Marion Hembest.
Well, time for Mr. President to show what he's made of. Barack Obama making the headlines again and again and again. And we took a look at some cartoons which are across the international press, starting with the Australian, and they're really picking up on this Messiah theme again, with perhaps the words that were whispered between Barack Obama and his wife Michelle during their dance. Her saying in the cartoon, "Isn't waltzing on water showing off a little bit?" With him replying, "This is nothing. Tomorrow I'm raising the economy from the dead." This economy theme picked up as well by the Moscow Times, which says that it's really down to Obama to pick up the problems of the world with regards to the financial turmoil, saying that really there's worldwide consensus that America is to blame for much of the situation at the moment, so it's fitting that he has to help us out of this. And there's a picture of Barack Obama drowning amid so-called destructive bubbles, which the paper says the economy is dependent on.
So that's Russian humour. Carry on, yeah?
Russian humour there, yeah. Moving on to China Daily, and Superman Obama is compared to the character of Sisyphus, the Greek mythology.
Yes.
The man who's forced to continue for the rest of...
He pushes that ball up the hill, goes down the other side, and pushes it back up again.
Exactly. You know the story, and apparently that's kind of like...
I am that man.
What the future's going to be for Mr. Obama as well. So there you go. You have something in common there, Mark.
Yes, we can. What's next?
Well, we're going to move on now to staying with the global economy and France in particular. And Jérôme Kerviel, the French trader, who you may remember hit the headlines last year particularly, it's the last time that he's going to appear before investigators today.
This is the man at the heart of the Société Générale scandal.
That's right, yes. Accused of being responsible for nearly 5 billion euros worth of losses for the bank by a series of unauthorised bets. So he's appearing for the last time before investigators before the case is closed and officially goes to court. And he's given an interview to Aujourd'hui en France, in which he kind of puts his case forward, no surprise there. He says that 6 of him and his colleagues shared a very small space in their office. All orders were made by phone, so everybody knew what he was up to. He's saying this wasn't his fault. Apparently the bank's policy is to make every trader display their results at the end of the day. Twice he was asked to explain what he'd done. He wrote an email response but never heard anything back. So him really saying they're trying to clear the record and say that it wasn't his fault.
How much did he lose?
Up nearly 5 billion euros.
And he can say it wasn't me, Governor. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous.
We shall see when it goes to court.
And it's interesting they can sort of discuss all this in the papers before it even goes to court, and obviously prejudice any trial result, which is a strange quirk of law in France. But there you go.
Well, staying with France and the crisis which has hit the National Assembly now, the most controversial law which is currently being debated in France at the moment is limiting the time the opposition can argue over the amendments of laws. Now, this all sounds a bit complicated, but basically the left is furious that it may not have the same amount of time to say, no, we don't like this law, we want X, Y and Z to be added.
String it out to stop it going through, don't they? That's
well,
what it's about.
This is what the right is saying. Yeah, this is time wasting, we'll never get any laws passed if we can constantly have these debates. But the left is very angry that they want to get rid of this time or limit this time. Earlier this week, the left, the socialists, went and sung the Marseillaise at the Speaker's microphone. And yesterday, for the first time since 1974, when it was created, they boycotted parliamentary questions.
Outrageous stuff. I can imagine Nicolas Sarkozy like drumming his fingers, waiting for them to finish. Tell us about this Six Parrot story.
Well, it was their big moment of glory. Hatford versus Hertford Heath. There's an article in the Mail Online setting the mood between these two amateur groups. Football match.
Do?
The parrot decided to take on the role of referee and whistled every few minutes. So
What's the parrot doing at the football match?
One of the spectators took along her 9-year-old parrot called Me Too, and he imitated the referee. It was when he started shouting "Pretty boy" that
they realised
there was a bit of trouble and he was
I think
sent
this
off.
story says more about the brain power of the footballers than about the actual parrot. Marion, thank you very much for that. That was your International Press View. You're watching France 24 Stay with us.